Hey there, how are you gorgeous peeps on Instagram? Look at you, you're looking good. You're looking all festive and holiday. Hey there, gorgeous peeps on Facebook. It's good to see you too. I'm Donna Hoffman. They call me the Interior Design Advocate because I advocate on behalf of design lovers everywhere on Instagram, on Facebook, across the United States and beyond. We have students all over the world now. Did you know that? When I am not running my luxury interior design company based here in the Philadelphia region of the United States, I am coaching design lovers, design professionals, my Design Diva pros, as well as my design lovers working on their home, my home design divas. I love teaching all of you. For my design professionals, I show you how to create kick-ass businesses that you love running, that are super successful, that are just filling you with the joy that you want to feel in running a highly successful and busy design practice. And for my design lovers working on your own home, I show you with my online courses how to get better results working on your own home. So every Tuesday, 4 p.m. for the last several years, we have been out here stopping what we do at our design studio, where we design luxury homes, new builds, full residences, partial residences, renovation, construction, the whole 9 yards. We stop what we're doing so I can come out here and talk to you about a topic that is on your mind. And we've got a lot of questions lately, which surprised me, about outdoor materials, selecting outdoor materials. And I thought, gosh, why are people asking about that now? I would think your brain is so solidly in the holidays. But it occurred to me that you're outside styling out your outdoor, pots and, I don't know, window boxes, and doing some holiday. I need to do something with a new shutter color next year. Or, honey, we need a new roof. Oh gosh, how do I pick the right color roof? So I've been getting questions about picking outdoor furnishings, outdoor finishes. So it seems to me this was a good time to answer those questions. So we're talking about outdoor finishes. There are a couple of tips that I'm going to give you. Here's what we're not going to talk about. I'm not going to talk about the appropriateness of a material to a particular location. Somebody sent me a question wanting to know about if something would be appropriate for a wooded area. I am not a builder. I am a designer. So when it comes to the aesthetic on things, so that things are looking fabulous, I'm your girl. So if you've got a question about materiality from that perspective, that's what we're really going to be talking about today. So here are some things I want you to know when it comes to choosing your materials for the exterior of a home. Number one, you've got to anticipate that in sunlight, everything is going to look lighter than it would inside your home. Anticipate anywhere from a 12 to 15% lightening of a color. Okay, so what does that mean? That means rule number two, you want to make sure that you're looking at your finishes outside. Now, if you're looking at a trim white or a whitish color, I should say, for a trim in your home, garage doors, whatever, make sure you're looking at it not only outside, but also against a piece of white particle board. White is a very hard color to read, and the easiest way to read it is by putting a whiter white next to it, and then it will lift and you'll see the undertone. Undertone, does somebody say undertone? Yes, that brings me to number three consideration when you're doing your exterior finishes. When you are doing your exterior finishes, you have to marry your undertones. That means if you have a stone color that has a very strong gray undertone, you don't want to do a trim white that has a strong yellow undertone. You want to keep that gray undertone of the stone into the gray undertone of the trim white that you're using, right? You want to marry your undertones as best as you can. That means if you have a stone or a brick that you hate, or a siding color that you hate, you cannot just ignore it. You have to work with what you have that perhaps you're working back to. Now, if you're doing a new build, sky's the limit. You can go in a whole new direction that you love, marrying your undertones. But if you're just, let's say, replacing your roof or just repainting your trim, you have to work back to and respect the undertones that are already there in those other finishes. Otherwise, you'll make a mess for yourself. Mess for yourself. Did somebody say mess for yourself? Yes, I did. Here's number four, how to not make a mess for yourself. You want to limit the number of colors, contain the number of colors, if you can, that you're putting in those outdoor spaces, for the outdoors, the exterior finishes on your residence. Look, if you're living in a painted lady, all bets are off, go to town. But for most of you, you want to limit those colors if possible to about 4 or about 5. So you've got your brick, you've got your, if you have brick or stone on your residence, or siding, maybe you have siding and stone, or siding and brick. You've got the brick color or stone color, the siding color. You've got your shutter color, you've got your roof color, you've got your front door. So try not to go past that envelope of like 3 to 5 is easiest. So maybe you've got a really brown brick, brownish red brick. You've got a white siding, you've got a black shutter, you've got a gray roof, and you've got a black door. So there's 4. There are your 4 colors. Alrighty. These are tools. They are not unbreakable rules, but if you try to contain your colors in those ways, you will have an easier time, right? Sometimes I will, when I'm taking a morning walk or just even driving, as a passenger, I'll look at some of the color combinations people do in their homes. I was walking with one of my besties on Sunday. The color combination wasn't the problem, but it was where they placed some of their colors. That they had black shutters on a very pretty center hall colonial, but for some reason on the inside of the dormer windows, they decided to paint the trim black on the inside where the dormer moves out. It looked so beyond strange. You got to respect trim is trim. It's there to delineate something. Don't try to make statements with your trim. You want to make a statement, do it with your front door. Do it with your hardscaping, your landscaping. Hey, that budget that's out there, just leave that out there for me. I'll take it to the meeting. Sorry, it's a live design studio, so there's always a lot going on here. And budgeting is important. If you've taken any of my online courses, gorgeous spaces have to have respectful budgets. So there it is. Anyway, so I think I've gotten to the main 4 that I want you to consider when you're doing your outdoor design. Now, if you've got a question about selecting materials for your outdoor spaces, by all means, go ahead and pop that in there to me. A couple of you sent some questions in, but one of them's off topic. I'm only taking on topic questions, sorry. Liv93 asked if I knew where there are good interior design and decor online courses. Yeah. TheInteriorDesignAdvocate.com. She's awesome. Donna Hoffman, the Interior Design Advocate. Have you heard of her? Maybe. So Liv93 on Instagram, check out TheInteriorDesignAdvocate.com for design courses. But I will tell you what, if you are one of my professional design divas and you've been asking me questions about starting your business or growing your business, and if you have ever felt, I'm a creative, I'm a sensitive, I'm not supposed to be one of those super successful people, bull blank. You can be incredibly successful as a creative, as a sensitive, when you know how to lean into that. And I've got an amazing program launching in January just for my professional design divas. I will be taking you under my wing. We'll be leaning into the 3 key pillars you need to lean into as a sensitive, as a creative, to build a design business beyond your imaginings. I cannot wait to share that with you, and we're going to be launching in January. So if you're not already on my mailing list, get on the list. And the way to do that is to get your copy of my business checklist, my successful design business checklist. I posted a link for it here for you in Facebook, and you guys on Instagram, link in bio for you. There it is. All right, back to today's topic though. Sue Smith is asking me, is cedar shake a good siding choice in the woods? Sue Smith, I have to, like I said at the start of this, I do not want to advise you on the appropriateness of materials based upon field conditions. I'd want you to talk to a builder on something like that. But cedar shake is beautiful in the woods, but I just wanted to make sure it's appropriate for you. Darling 3007 on Insta saying, Donna, what should we look for in a paint to where the sun won't fade it badly, please? Thank you. I would speak to your painter and to perhaps if you're dealing with the big box stores, Lowe's, Home Depot, but like a paint guy really knows what they're talking about. See if there are, you definitely want to work with exterior paints that are allegedly more stable against UV. So I think you just want to make sure that you're dealing with exterior paints, not with, don't take an interior product and try to do it on an exterior. Okay, so then hopefully that would help you there. Let's see if there are any questions. I don't think I have any questions. Okay. Luz Gomez is saying, I love all your videos. I'm so glad. And also asking me, can you mix the colors of your pots? Yes, you can. But remember I said earlier that I wouldn't do a million colors for your exterior finishes, right? I would try to marry those pots to each other in some way, maybe two different pot colors, or if you're going to have a third color, make sure at least two of those colors marry to a color on your residence. Does that make sense? So let's say you have, I don't know, black shutters. Black pots are an easy, fabulous bottom note, base note to ground everything out there. And then if you wanted to add something in a second color in a pot, you can, and even a third if you had to, but I think two different colors in your pots is better than the one. Because don't forget, you also have all the greenery that you're adding or whatever you're planting with if you're doing flowers. And this time of year, if you're doing dried greens and that sort of thing, or loose greens, or even adding, beautiful Christmas ornaments along with, your greenery in your pots. So hopefully that answers you there. And that evidently did. Good. All righty. You're welcome, Liz. So if you have any other questions, feel free to put them in. If not, we will wrap early because tonight I have my private group for my design lovers, my VIP wine and design group, where I get on, look at each other's, I look at everybody's projects and we talk, and I'm going to be showing, if we can do it, pictures from my trip to market. So that's kind of cool. And while I'm giving you last chance to get questions in, if you missed any portion of this, I know it's kind of quiet today. We're getting ready for the holidays. You can find us on YouTube at the Interior Design Advocate, always, always, always. And if you're not following us at our luxury design company at IDH Designs is the way to do it. If you want to see what we're working on. In fact, because of what we're working on next week, I won't be able to do a Facebook Live with you because I'm going to be installing furniture at a beautiful residence we've been designing. If I can, I'll try to do like a quick Instagram Live from the site, but very often at these new construction sites, there's no internet service. So don't expect to hear from me or see me next week, but we'll try to come on right before Christmas if we can. All righty. So stay tuned. If you're on my mailing list, you'll know if we're going to be out here or not. All right. If there are no other questions on topic, my lovelies, I'm going to wrap today. We'll make it nice and short. And I don't think there are any other questions here. I'm getting hellos and waves. I'm going to let you guys go. It's busy for you. I know holiday time, super busy here. We've got some big meetings and presentations tomorrow, and then some other things I've got to do tonight with all of my advanced, most motivated design divas, design lovers. All right. I guess that wraps it up. Okay. Hearts and hugs to all of you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye. Hi, this is Donna. Thanks so much for watching. And if you like this video, please hit the like button and comment below so I know what you think. And don't forget to subscribe to the Interior Design Advocates channel so you don't miss any of our great content.